Lake Michigan is a well-known body of water that can be seen from a great distance in the states of Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Michigan. According to the total surface area of the water in the lake, it is the third largest of the 5 Great Lakes that can be found in North America. Hello and welcome back to our channel, The Juicy Truth. If you've got a thirst for knowledge that never quits, then subscribe to our channel today. Oh, and don't forget to hit that bell icon as well. For this list, let's take a look at some of the most amazing facts about Lake Michigan that you were probably not aware of. Number 5. Lake Michigan is less than 15,000 years old. Melting glaciers filled a massive inland depression or basin in the United States less than 15,000 years ago, creating one of the world's greatest lakes, Lake Michigan. Although the lake formation occurred just about 15,000 years ago, the basin was actually formed 1.2 billion years ago when tectonic plates were being pushed apart by tectonic action. What is today Lake Michigan began as a massive gash created by the mid-continent rift. In 1634, French adventurer Jean Nicolet was sent on a mission to find the Northwest Passage, and he was the first European to see Lake Michigan. Jacques Marquette, a French missionary, and Louis Joliet, another French adventurer, mapped the western side of the lake between Green Bay and Chicago in 1673. The Ojibwa Indian term Michigami, meaning large lake, was the inspiration for the name of this body of water. Number 4. The world's largest freshwater dunes can be seen on the shores of Lake Michigan. With its varied coasts and beaches, Lake Michigan is a popular destination for locals and visitors alike. The Great Lakes are often referred to as the third coast, after the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, because of the abundance of beaches that line its coasts. The world's largest freshwater dune system is found along the shores of Lake Michigan, which is why the beaches there are so well known and popular. The western coast of Michigan is home to the largest concentration of freshwater sand dunes in the world, including the internationally renowned Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore. The tallest dune in Sleeping Bear National Lakeshore is located about 450 feet above Lake Michigan's shoreline. The 59 lighthouses that dot these shores are a visual reminder of the importance of maritime trade throughout the centuries. Number 3. Lake Michigan is home to rich wildlife. The diversity of life in Lake Michigan is one thing that most definitely did not disappear. In the same way that the Great Lakes are home to intricate ecosystems and a wealth of marine life, so does this lake. Salmon, wallies, trout, and smallmouth bass are just a few of the fish that make their homes there. Many of these fish species have immigrated or migrated to the lake from other freshwater ecosystems since more than 100 rivers and streams empty into it. Therefore, there are a great deal of fishing options in Lake Michigan. Animals that live in water, such swans, geese, and ducks, consider the lake their home. Crows, robins, and bald eagles are just a few of the various bird species that make their home around Lake Michigan. Predatory birds like hawks and vultures thrive on the lake because there is so much food available. This lake not only has great water quality, but it also features tallgrass prairies, marshes, woods, and savannas that are home to a wide variety of animals. Number 2. The only all-American Great Lake is Lake Michigan. North America's 5 Great Lakes can be found all over the continent, touching not just different states in the United States, but also cities and regions in Canada and other countries. To contrast, Lake Michigan is the only Great Lake that is entirely within American borders. Only Lake Michigan does not touch Canada. The other Great Lakes are bordered and touched by 2 Canadian provinces. Nearly 12 million people make their homes along the beaches of Lake Michigan, which is bordered by 4 major states. Lake Michigan and Lake Huron, which are separated by the Straits of Mackinac, are actually one large lake. Now, before we reveal our top pick for today's list, make sure you give the video a big thumbs up and share it with your friends as well. That said, let's continue. Number 1. Lake Michigan has its own Bermuda Triangle. Although Lake Michigan is full of natural beauty, it is also notorious for the ships that have vanished or been wrecked there. Inspired by the fabled Bermuda Triangle, the Michigan Triangle is a region in Lake Michigan where numerous unexplained events have occurred. There have been reports of aircraft and ships going missing in this region. In addition to the shipwrecks, Archaeologists have uncovered a fascinating prehistoric boulder that features a carving of a mastodon and blocks of stone stacked in a pattern similar to Stonehenge. Storms, strong currents, ice, shallow areas, fog, and rocky shoals are all hazards that can damage or sink a ship. It's a tight strait, and many ships have been lost trying to get through it. Due to the high number of shipwrecks in the region, a protected underwater area was set aside so that scuba divers may explore the sunken vessels. It is estimated that 6,000 boats have been lost in the Great Lakes, with 1,500 of those being from Lake Michigan. So, these were some of the facts about Lake Michigan. In spite of the fact that it is not the largest of the 5 Great Lakes by volume of water or surface area, Lake Michigan is nevertheless one of the most impressive bodies of water in the world. Were you aware of any one of these facts? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.